I'm working on my game right now. It's a VR game I'm doing for the Gear VR, and what I want to do is to add like a life thing. I wanted my to let my player be killed, but I wanted something like when he receives some hit, I want the screen to become red, and every hit he receives again, it will become more red. But if he receives like too many hits in a short time, he dies, but he can heal himself after some time. That's the logic I want to implement. So I have to find out a way to make the screen like red. The whole screen must become red when he receives a hit, just like really like an overlay. And I'm still not sure what to do. I think if I put a really big canvas in front of my camera, I'll be able to make it become red enough. Like I want the whole view to become red. So my plan is I'm gonna add like in the center I anchor, which is like when you're working with VR, you have like two cameras, one for the right eye and one for the left eye. So what I'm gonna do is like this center anchor is actually the center of the camera, the center of your view. So I'm gonna add a canvas to it, and if this canvas is big enough, he'll be able to comprise the whole screen. So I'm gonna do it right now. UI canvas, and it has to be a world canvas. Screen canvas, they just don't work in VR. And I have to change its position. And I'm gonna make it really small at first, just so I can see it properly. And I don't know why he's not facing the right way. He's facing like, oh yeah, I don't know why it has this rotation. It's not what I need. But here it goes. A little bit to here. And let me see my camera. I'm gonna change the perspective to this. Yeah, okay. So this is the field of view of the camera, and I need my plane to be able to reach it, like to fit in the horizontal and the vertical. So if I bring it closer to the camera, I won't have like to stretch him too much, just enough to hit those lines. This is like the line. Actually, I don't know what those lines mean. Left eye anchor. Oh yeah, it's one for the left eye and one for the right eye. Is it? Left hand anchor. What? Okay, tracker, right eye, center. Okay, this is the center. This is the left eye, and this is the right eye. Left, right. I'm not sure if I have to worry about the center one or if I can stick just to one of these. I'm gonna play the game like I'm gonna make the canvas to work with the left one first. I just need to first lock the canvas so I can work with the canvas when the left eye anchor is selected, so I can check if it's like meeting these lines. Oh, not that much. Okay, 3 is enough. I'm gonna put just 2.5. And for this guy over here, I'm not sure how oh yeah, it's enough. His height is enough. Maybe it's more than enough actually. I could put like 1.5. I think this is good enough. And I'm gonna, it shouldn't be here, it should be here. Okay. Uh-oh, what's going on with this guy? No, buddy, you have to be here. Alright, I'll call it damage overlay because it's going to be an overlay. And I'm gonna add a, I don't know, maybe a panel. I'm not sure if I should add an image, if I should add a panel. I'm just gonna stick with an image. And I want this image to, what's going on? Camera, pixels, world space. Oh yeah, it's because like it's locked, duh. And now I can work with the image. Okay. So I want the image to fulfill the canvas. Whoa, not that much actually. See, the image is like way bigger than the canvas. So I'm first gonna adjust its size, its offset. It has no offset now. You see he's like on the exact size of my canvas. And I wanted it to be red. Just red is good enough. Well, it seems like it's not gonna work using the left and the right eye view. I thought it would work. I mean, it's not working on Unity, but maybe it might work on the Galaxy, because right now he's not using the double camera. You see, he's just like a normal camera, so it probably won't match with what happens when I use the double camera. I don't know how can I make it use per eye cameras. Maybe, I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Oh yeah, it worked now. Cool. Because this is like the view we have on the headset. The actual view on the headset. So it is going to work. Now I have a script that does exactly this what I need to do. Like let me check it out. Unity Terronia, where is, oh yeah, there it is. Assets, scripts. Where are my scripts? And I have like the player script. I'm gonna open it in Sublime. So what I have is, first I have a boolean to indicate that I'm dead, I'm not dead. I have the image, which is my damage overlay. And I have a variable for counting the damage I have taken. I'm going to increment the damage. And I'm going to first add all those variables to my player script. Right now, I have my player. He's like a Gear VR player. I should actually add a player script, just like I did in here. I have created like this. Actually, maybe the Gear VR player already inherits from the VR player. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it's like a practice I've made. I have created a script called VR player, which let me check it out. VR play. Oh shit. VR. Wow, I'm really fucked up today. VR player, that is. My script VR player, he has like he's a wrapper for the main functions. He even works with a workpad for working like with virtual reality and make the tracking, movement and stuff. He has like, he plays audio when you're walking, and it works fine. And he also, when I create a new VR program, I always inherit from my VR player, because I wanted to have like gamepad, to work with a gamepad, and in order to update the position independently for the camera, because like in VR you can't change the camera rotation because the camera is being tracked through the head of your user. So what I do, I keep track of a body, and this body shows me the direction I should move. because I have like a player element, and inside this player I have my head, the head tracking the camera, so I can move without having to worry about changing the rotation of the camera, which works fine for me. So right now I have this gear player script. I'm gonna put like the variables on it. Cool. I have to add the UI namespace because the image needs it to work. And what else do I have here? Well, I want my player to heal, so I need to have a timer to make he heal, obviously. I'm gonna add it here. What else do we got? Oh yeah, my damage overlay. I want it to be 0 when the game starts. So I want the screen, I don't want the screen to be red because my player hasn't taken any damage so far. So when I set the alpha of the image, the damage overlay is actually my image. This method, canvas render set alpha, well, he sets the alpha of the image. So as I start with a 0 damage taken, it will be like something like this. I have my image, and when I turn his alpha to 0, it's like it's not here. So I'm gonna leave it this way, or not. Maybe I could just, to the sake of the game, I'm just gonna make it 0 anyway. And well, if my player is alive, I want to check if it's time for his heal. If he has some damage and it's time for him to heal, what I want is like every 3 seconds my player will heal. So if he takes some damage and he takes 3 seconds, he's gonna heal a little bit. That's what this logic does. The heal timer is like a counter for the time it takes to my player to heal again, and I decrement the damage taken because like he's healing, and I want this heal to be perceived by the user by changing the alpha on the damage under the overlay. So the screen will become a little bit less red when I do this. Okay, there it goes. I have my shooting logic here. I'm gonna add this part, so he will receive less damage. He will not receive less damage, but he will know when he receives damage. And I need to change my on trigger enter because every time my player is hit, I want him to take damage, which in case is like, oops, where is it? Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So every time something, oh, there are the fabric stuff here from my other game. Doesn't matter. All right. So when an object hits my player, I want to check if this object is a laser. If it is a laser, I'll set my heal time to the current time, because my logic to check if it's time to heal is to get the current time less the time he was hit, or the last time he was healed, and check if 3 seconds have passed. So I also increase the damage taken, and I increase the overlay to show him he took some damage. And if the damage taken reaches 1, I'm now incrementing him from 0.125, which is 8. I think he can take, I'm just gonna do a simple count here. 8. Yeah, he can take 8 shots before he dies. So it's incremented by, it is the same like 1/8. So when it reaches 8, he's dead. And I have to implement the die function, which is this guy over here. Deactivator, okay. So this is what I do. He dies. He actually... Oh yeah, one thing I like to do is like to disable his gun. Right now, he's not using a gun script, he's using... he's using a gun script. I should add this method deactivate to my gun script. I think it's over here. No, it's not. Okay. To my gun script. So I have like a variable boolean is active, which is equal true, and I'm gonna add a method called deactivate, which in turn turns this variable is active to false. And I have to check here before the shooting if it is active. Because when my player dies, he'll have like a delay, and I don't want him to be able to shoot while he's dying, because he's dying. You just don't shoot when you're dying. You're too agonizing in pain. You guys understand. And coming back to my player logic, there it goes. And I need to restart my game. I'm gonna get this function. My other game, he has like this level called Space Station, but now the name of the level is... Actually, I don't remember what was the name of this level, which sucks. Let me see this here. Start. Oh, not this guy. This. Wow, where are my scenes? Yeah, there it is. It's like the first level. So once we start, first level with capital L. And if you want to use like the scene manager, you need to include the scene management namespace. Alright, there it goes. Okay. I need to add the damage overlay image to my Gear VR player because it expects access to the image in order to increase or decrease the alpha. And I'm gonna save because Unity crashes all the time. So what I have here is, now I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna let my player be hit by the enemies. It's going to take a little bit, and I still need to work with this guys over here, but there it goes. Wow, it's freaking slow. Okay. Alright, I don't know why, but if my image starts with an overlay of 0, it just doesn't work. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Actually, in the prefab, he expects a tag called laser, and I think I didn't add my tag. I think I should, I don't know, change to enemy shot. It makes more sense because you won't shoot only lasers, you'll shoot all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna change in my prefab the tag. Yeah, it wasn't tagged, so it won't work. Come on, Unity, you can do it. I'm gonna add a tag over here. The tag enemy shot. And in my prefab, okay, this guy will receive the tag enemy shot because that's what is expected in my script. Maybe now it will work with the image set to 0. Let's check it out. Alright, let's see it going on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. I think there's a bug in Unity or something like it. If this starts with 0, it won't work. Actually, yeah, it should work. Let me see. I'm gonna try with the alpha set one. Geez, he's still set to one. Okay, that was a, I don't know why, but it's not this alpha they are working with. It's another. I'm not sure why does it happen. Okay, I think yeah, it becomes red and becomes more red. Red. It becomes redder. I don't know. This would exist until he dies. Unfortunately, it's not covering the weapon, and my player should have died a long time ago. Okay, it restarted the level. Well, unfortunately, he's still, as we are using a word canvas, I still have my weapon showing. I still have like the enemy shot coming, but unfortunately in VR we are stuck with the world canvas. But if you guys know a better way to do this, please leave the comments below. This is like the first time I tried to make a tutorial. I'm still learning, and I'm really sorry for my poor English. And I'll do better tutorials next time. So thank you guys. See you later.